The more that I listen to people's conversations, the more I'm amazed at one thing. The dumb questions we all ask each other during the course of a day. Dumb questions. And I do the same thing. Like the other day I saw a 10-foot truck stuck under a 9-foot bridge. I said to the driver, "Are you stuck?" He said, "No, I'm delivering a bridge." I called Allstate Insurance the other day. I said, "Somebody stole my hubcaps." He says, "Was the car locked?" How often someone calls you with the wrong number and they don't believe it's the wrong number? One guy said to me, "Are you sure this isn't 9699825? I said, "Have I ever lied to you before?" You want to hear dumb questions? Go to the emergency ward of any hospital with an emergency. Last year I broke my thumb. I go to the emergency ward. There's a woman sitting at the desk. She says to me, "How were you recommended to us?" I said, "By extreme pain." She said, "Are you from the area?" I says, "No, I flew in from Chicago to see a thumb special." Then they ask a question they always ask, and I have no idea why. What was your mother's name? Lady, I don't know, when I met her, she was married. She says to me, "How do you know your thumb is broken?" I said, "Because it's leaning on my wristwatch." I'm happily married. I got tired of the single scene. You know, people say glamorous single guy, you go out with a different girl every night, like a Don Juan. It doesn't work that way. It's lonely. Lonely. You go to singles bars and dances, see a girl you like, you gotta go over with an opening line. I was never good with opening lines. I never got the right answer. I remember I said to one girl, "What sign were you born under?" She said, "Keep off the grass." Even when I got lucky with girls, I never got the right answer. I remember I asked one girl to rate me as a lover on a scale of 1 to 10. She says to me, "Do you understand fractions?" I don't know, maybe I went out with the wrong type of girl. Hey, you be the judge. I'll give you a scenario. I bring a girl to my apartment. Then I go out to get some champagne. I come back to the apartment, the girl is in my bed, completely nude, tied up with rope. I got a little excited. I started to take off my clothes. She says, "What are you doing?" "We've been robbed." I even tried computer dating, which is scary. You realize everything we do today is computerized? In fact, if the computer is down, the world stops functioning. Am I right? And it's getting worse. They came out now with a 3660. You know what that is, folks? This is a machine equivalent to a human brain. They asked me to write out any question, this machine would answer it. So I wrote out, "Where is my father?" Put the card in the machine. Comes out, "Your father is fishing in Minnesota." I said, "This is a mistake. My father's been dead for 10 years. Salesman says, "I'm awfully sorry, sir, but this machine is infallible. It cannot make an error. Ask the question again, but rephrase it." So I wrote out, "Where is my mother's husband?" Put the card back in. Card comes out, "Your mother's husband has been dead for 10 years. But your father is still fishing in Minnesota." My computer broke down, okay? My cleaning lady fixed it. People say to me, what does your cleaning lady know about computers? I said, she does Windows. You want to pull over to the side? I said, no, officer, but thanks for asking. Thank you very much. Starts to write out a ticket. I'm looking at this. See, officer, this is a mistake. I was not speeding. He said, I clocked you on the radar. You certainly were. I said, look, I'm going to tell you one more time. I was not speeding. He turns to my wife. He says, does he always argue like that? She says, no, only when he's drinking. Now, they don't even have to be there. They got what they call a radar camera. You familiar with that? Takes a picture of you speeding. Happened to be a few months ago, they sent me a ticket in the mail with a picture of my car. I sent them the ticket back with a picture of my check. They sent me the ticket back with a picture of handcuffs. But I found a way to get out of a ticket on an interstate highway, which is worth the price of admission this afternoon. Happened to me on the New York State Thruway. Cop behind me, flashing lights. I don't stop, but I'm not speeding away. Now he gets on the loudspeaker. I still don't stop, but I'm not speeding away. But he gets ballistic. Cuts in front of me, pulls me to the side. Now he comes over to the window. He says, didn't you see those flashing lights? I said, yes. He said, why didn't you stop? I said, officer, you're not going to believe this. A month ago, my wife ran away with a state trooper. I thought he was bringing her back. I actually made love for 1 hour and 5 minutes. Oh, I remember it was the night they set the clocks ahead. But people say, how come you waited so long to get married? Not my fault. My mother's fault. Don't get me wrong, I love my mother, and we're very close. But any time I brought home a girl, she found something wrong with the girl. This one talks too much. This one too quiet. This one too much makeup. This one too plain. This one this. Finally, my brother called me aside. He says, Dale, use your head. Bring home someone that looks right like Mom. So coincidentally, a few months later, I meet someone. Not only looks like my mother, acts, talks, thinks like my mother. I bring her home. You ready for this? My father didn't like her. Thank you very much.